right. FBG Dutchie, man. How's it going?
What's poppin', bro? What's that word? How you doing?
Man, I've been good, man. I thought I would reach out to you, man, and get your side of things, man. There's been a lot going on. It's been a long time, man. You were like one of my first interviews from the drill scene, man, back in 2020.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and I think the last time I sent you for real was when you did Cash interview. We was out in LA, and that was like 2022. So it's been a minute for real.
Yeah, man. The Cash interview was a dope interview, man. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Cash, for sure, man. Yeah, man. I know you walked in and I was all surprised and shit. I was like, oh shit, he brought Dutchie with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I probably just thought I'd take it back a little bit with you, man, and kind of start from the beginning and just kind of go over, you know what I'm saying, growing up. Some people probably know some stuff, maybe we can learn some new things about Dutchie that maybe we didn't know before.
Yeah.
I believe you've talked about, living on, in STL your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You grew up there. What was it like in them early days?
Growing up in that neighborhood, I mean, we did stuff regular kids did. Beyond all the other activities and stuff we did, it was a decent upbringing, It was still respected in the neighborhood a lot of stuff then, not everybody YNs, but back then it was still cool a little bit, until it wasn't cool no more.
I was looking on Google Maps, and if you look through the years, there's nobody outside. And then you get around 2007,
mm-hmm.
and everybody's outside.
Yeah.
At one point, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, maybe it was just a coincidence, or at one point did things get violent to where people didn't want to be outside like that anymore?
You talking about right now or back then?
Back then.
Back then, I think it was always a little violence to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it escalates and escalates and escalates and build on, and then people be like, nah, we got to chill out for a second. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Are those pictures kind of accurate to how things were? People were outside a lot, and then the violence came and people didn't want to hang out outside anymore?
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody trying to... Look, when the violence come, see, by us being not in our neighborhood isn't isn't the inner city, a poverty-stricken neighborhood, but it ain't people out here paying project rent or Section 8. There's a couple people out here with Section 8 in the neighborhood, but most people paying market rent. So once people start dying, people start moving to better places to get a better bang for their buck. So it dwindles the hood like that, and then you got the people who be like, I ain't popping out no more over there getting killed and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things, it's a lot of variables that come with that.
Was there white people in your neighborhood back then?
Nah, that's Chicago. Ain't no white people and black people in neighborhoods. That's different.
Okay, never. There ain't not one white dude that lived in your hood?
Nah, I ain't go to school with not one white person, none of that. When I was in grammar school all my life. And being from Chicago is the most segregated city in America type stuff. They got their own neighborhood. Unless you live on the borderlines of the neighborhood, on the borders of the neighborhood, then you might be mixed in, but for the most, they got their neighborhood. I don't go over there. I know not to go over there at nighttime. You know not to go over there. You'll get beat up, baseball bats, arrested, stuff like that. And they don't come out neighborhood. Same with the Hispanic neighborhoods and stuff like that.
I mean, is it racial? Black and white people don't get along, or is it just it just doesn't? They just don't really just mess. Everybody just kind of minds their own business and just does their own thing.
I don't want to say it's racial, but at the core of things, that's what it really is. But I think everybody just mind their own business and stay in their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Comfortability, what they know. Stick to what you know.
Okay. Who were some of the first people you remember meeting growing up that we would know?
That y'all would know? That's a weird question. You know, I've been in the neighborhood my whole life. My mama from the same neighborhood, my grandma from the same neighborhood. So I mean, I seen everybody come and go type stuff, or come around from the beginning type. You know what I'm saying? So like I met Young and Cash them in like 2005. You know what I'm saying? So
Young.
I met
You
Duck
guys
in
were
like
young.
2006. You know what I'm saying? So like. I met a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people like J May and them down the line, like 2010, 2011 type stuff.
Okay. You know, what do you remember about those guys way back then? You know, is there any memories you have, like hanging out? I mean, you guys must have been young, what, junior high, elementary even?
Yeah, we was in grammar school, yeah. We was cool. Back then we used to always just like play sports, we playing basketball, playing football, being big, you know, throwing rocks at people's cars, having egg wars, paintball wars. When the snow hit, ice wars. You hitting the ice in the out with the ice rocks, stuff like that. They trying to put eyes out. I mean, we used to be doing our thing. When we was kids, that was the time. You know, because nowadays kids don't really be like outside like how we used to be outside still when we were little.
Were you guys rapping back then?
Yeah, for sure.
Always you, Young, and Duck was even way back then.
Yeah.
Were you guys
More so
make
more so me for sure, because I've been like rapping like my whole life, like ever since I was like a shorty. Like I had my mama buy me like a karaoke machine when I was like 8, 9 years old, and I used to make songs on that type shit. So like, but I think Young was rapping, and then I don't know if he was taking it serious, and Duck was just like always like a talented guy. Like folks always could rap, folks always can sing. Like nobody know like that nigga can sing his ass off like R. Kelly type. So like, people was already talented and creative to do what they wanted to do. It just, I don't know if niggas was taking it serious, but we was rapping and stuff like that.
What about Cash? Was Cash rapping also?
That-
And what about him and Little J?
Around this, and I didn't meet Lil J until I got into high school, so like 2009, 2010. Cash, back then, I wouldn't say Cash was a rapper. Cash was a little older, and he was like how can I say this? Cash was outside. He was more advanced than us. He was doing whatever he was doing. He was, you know, he was giving money. Cash was giving money type. Ever since I know him type, you know what I'm saying? Cash was outside doing what he got to do to get some pay.
Now you guys all went to high school together, right? Hyde Park?
Yeah, Young went to Robertson, but me and Duck went to Hyde Park. Cash was older than us. He went to his own high school back south, more west, I mean.
Okay. Now, going to high school, man, I interviewed Feifei. And he was telling me about a wild rumble you guys had at school or after school by a gas station.
We see Duck now. Folks are like, man, go Duck now right there. My homie Courtney, right up on Duck, on bro. Piece them up a few times. Pack on bro now. Crease them, I ain't gonna lie, crease them up a few times. Pack them up, you know, cause that's how folks was. Folks always was a bug, gangster, he bugging over anybody. That's just how folks was. You feel me? So I ain't gonna stump, but no flexing shit. Duck, grab them, pick folks' ass up, slam them on shit, boom. Folks them rush. Everybody rush now. When that shit jump out, everybody out there fighting. Everybody just swinging. You got motherfuckers, man, it's just busting motherfuckers all in. Wheelchairs, all type of shit. Police out there, they lock them up. They fighting the police. People, mamas out there fighting. Man, it's busting. It's a riot. All by the gas station. Everybody fighting. Police, they don't know what to do. All over school. We run, get up out of there. They chasing through the gas. They try to lock them up. We still fighting. Killer war, everybody. And everybody just fight. It's so many motherfuckers trying to fight each other that they hitting each other, that we hitting each other. So it's like, it was crazy, bro. Like, crazy ass, bro.
Yeah.
What is your, version of events for that day?
I mean, it was like a big old, it was a brawl, like, you know what I'm saying? They hit with bikes. It was going down. We were like, mountain bikes. Like, it was going down out there, I ain't gonna lie, because it was like, this Hyde Park is on like 63rd and Stony, and we got to go past like 17 other neighborhoods if we on a bus to get to our neighborhood. And all them other neighborhoods be like shorty them type neighborhood or like rivals or we cool with or we ain't cool with. So we used to take it upon ourselves to just walk back from school type stuff. Cause after a while, they started cutting the bus off and we'd have to walk back anyway, or we'd be fighting anyway, so that's what it was. It was a big old, it was like 100 little high school little kids out there brawling, man. It was a time.
How deep would you guys walk home from school?
We used to be over deep, because it'd be my hood with us. We used to have Killer Ward walking with us. It used to be Insane City walking with us. There was a lot of walking with us that was cool with us at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Was King Von around during this time?
Yeah, he went to school with us. He was with Killer Ward.
I looked on the map. I don't know if it's accurate, but it doesn't really seem like it's close to your guys' hood.
Nah, it's not close to our hood. It's all the way back west more. It's like on 79th, 78th, 80th. It's all the way back west type stuff.
So there was just some guys from Killer Ward that lived in your area?
Nah, they just went to high school with us. And a couple of my homie that was older than us went to high school with them, went to Hyde Park already. So they was like already cool with them. And then once we came in, it just was like, they was cool, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, now being that Vaughn hung around Killer Ward, like how much did you guys actually hang around Vaughn?
I don't be hanging. Hey, look, I don't hang around me. Yeah.
Okay. How much did
put
he
that
hang
out
around
there.
you? Man?
But
how much was he around?
Look, he always, from my perspective of the situation, Shorty always lived in Parkway. But he was from over there, but he used to live in Parkway too. So he never really like, when his homie was walking with us or got off the bus with us, he kept it pushing and went to Parkway. You know what I'm saying? He never was like trying to dangle around us because he always knew that he lived around that, be into it with us type shit, or whatever the case may be.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. So he was kind of caught in the middle of Killer Ward and where he was living. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense, man. Were you there when him and Butta got into it?
I don't even think it was, I think it was like a 40 other on the bus beating it one Butta. I think it was Brick who started it off type shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was outside, yeah. From them took his pelly and shit.
I'm trying to figure, you know what I'm saying, like the timeline. Was this like when the whole thing with Feifei and the Rumble was going on? Or is it during that time also?
Yeah, it's around that same, yeah. It was when we started still in high school, so it's around that same time period. It's like when we still going to school, you know what I'm saying?
What are your favorite memories from going to high school? You went to a high school with like a lot of famous people, including yourself.
When I was in high school, right, I was already over, like, excuse my language, but like my freshman year type of shit, I was already in and out that bitch so much, they put me in like a all-day classroom. It wasn't like no special ed class, but it was for kids with bad behavior. So it was me, Dirk, a lot of more other people in there, a lot of more other rappers and people that y'all may know of, man. So that took me out from even like being able to kick it with the school, or even, cause our classroom, we had to sit in there all day and all our teachers would come to us. We couldn't go get our lunch. They'd bring our lunch to us type shit. Cause we was too bad, we'd end up leaving school, stuff like that. But like, high school was decent. I used to just be, you know, I was wilding out here. My mind was messed up back then. I'd be starting food fights and all that type of stuff. Other than that, high school was cool though.
What happened that got you in trouble? Did you get in some fights, or is there anything you can talk about? You know, did you get kicked out, suspended?
It was like, it was fighting, cause you know we get locked up for mob action for fighting in school, cause they put gang stuff on our background. So if it's like 2-3 dudes fighting, 2-3 other niggas, they put mob action. So I called them like a mob action case once. Then it was the Royal Rumbles you gotta get through, like just started dropping out, and then it was getting popped, getting off the bus, or popped going to school in the morning on the bus. So like after the it was like, man, that ain't worth it. Type. I ain't no purpose of going, cause I ain't really like get kicked out. I just was like, you know what I'm saying? I had my little incidents, you know, get caught smoking in there. That's when Officer Wright slapped the shit out of me. I got caught smoking in that bit. Police officer slapped the shit out of me from the wheel.
Well, so did you at one point just stop going?
Yeah, shit. Everybody, I think that's just how being from Chicago. That's just like a whole generation of dudes that just had to stop going to school unless you was like having cars and you ain't got to worry about it because you would have to take like literally be having to take your whatever you got to take to school to make it back home if you got to get on the bus and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So school became a hassle for most people. But I ended up going back though and graduating and shit like that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Was it the same school? Or did
Nah.
you have to go to like a continuation?
Yeah, I had to go back. I had to go to Chicago Excel. I had to do like I went back when I was like 20 years old, and it was like a fast forward school. You get X amount of credits a certain year, and I went for like a year and a half, 2 years, and graduated instantly. But I never had no credits from like freshman year, or none of that type of shit. I had 0 credits. Then I had got locked up, went to the county. I was on the school wing, and I got like 3 credits while I was on the school wing, and then I came home. I had like 3 credits, so I had to go to school for like 2 years to get them 10 credits, 20 credits.
Okay, so you mentioned being locked up. Is that something you could talk about?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's over. That's 12 years ago, man. 14 years ago. That's a minute ago.
Okay. So you graduate high school. You know, at this point, is the music cracking?
When I graduated,
Yeah.
for me, I'm not even taking it serious at this point in time. I'm not even. I still got other things going on in my life I was focused on, but I'm seeing Duck and the billionaires, the Lil J's, they doing their thing, and then the Lil J get locked up, and Duck and billionaires still doing their thing. But what made me like I'm gonna take it serious, I seen cause I had graduated, I had went to college for a little second, and I had started seeing and signed out the city, and it was like around like within arm's reach. It wasn't ever like, cause usually when you see signed out the city, they be with people that's not with me and mine. You know what I'm saying? It's an odd thing, but I get it. So once I started seeing that it's an arm's reach and it's something that I really can attain, then I'm like, I'm gonna take it serious. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you know, what did you think when Chief Keef started going crazy? Like, this dude is like from down the street from where you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know your blocks don't really get along, but, you know, he from right there.
Yeah, that was lit, but I still didn't look at it like me and my homie them can do it, cause my homie them was making music, doing their thing too, and reaching out like that. But I will admit, like I'm damn shorting them lit, cause when he got signed, 3-4 they guys got signed. It wasn't just him; it was him, Dirk, Reese, all of them got. You know what I'm saying? I got some paper, put their hood on. So I was. That's hard. I'm from them grade.
What was it like back then, like when you would go to parties, man, and they would want to play Chief Keef's music?
I don't go to parties where they want to play Chief Keef music. Nowadays I do. Back then, I only go to parties in the hood. They ain't gonna play like that.
Did you ever run across Chief Keef? Did you guys know each other?
I seen him in person a couple of times. I don't really know him like that, but I seen him before.
Okay, because I believe his dad is from Jaro. Did you know him?
I seen him before. I ain't from Gyro, so I don't really know, but I seen him before. I don't really know him. I can't even think of his name. I know his name, but I can't think of it though.
Okay. Now all this is going on, man. You know, even though, you know, they're all getting signed, you know, your side has still got a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Duck is coming up. Jay's coming up. Billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe you guys at this point even had,
We had some songs
you know,
out.
you guys had some songs out. So you guys are still,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You guys still got some motion going on.
Yeah, for sure that. For sure that. I ain't saying it's motionless. I'm just saying like, I just kind of seen the way it was going type stuff. Like, I kind of understand. I understand it way better now, but back then I was kind of, it's weird. Plus, I was still young. I still had a different mentality. You know what I'm saying? So when four of them was taking off with their music, I really was like, all right, y'all be the rappers. I'm gonna do other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
At what time did you guys decide to form FBG? And who were the original members?
Me, Young, and Duck, we formed it in like 2008, 2009 when I was in 8th grade.
So even though you weren't taking music seriously, you guys still you make this group, you know, and
When we made our group, right, it wasn't about like getting signed or blowing up as rappers. We made our group because we was having rap battles with in our same school, in our classes with that was against us type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they had their own group, so we had to make our own group, and we was making our own songs, dissing each other just to see who was hottest. I don't think none of us ever thought it'd be what it is today, because we wasn't focused on like making a whole group for, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just about literally like just us having fun, just trying to see who the best between us and some who's going to school at the time.
I mean, were these guys you guys were like cool with, friends with, or?
Yeah,
we
we went like, we was in grammar school, so I'm like we was fighting them, nothing like that. They probably turned out to be people we was rivals of, or you know what I'm saying, got differences of. But at that time we was all cool. We was still kids. We was 13, 14, 15.
Is there anybody we would know? Anybody you could speak on?
Who was one of SD was in there. If you remember SD, he used to be Glow Gang. He used to be Glory Boys. SD, he was one of them. Went to grammar school with SD. He was one of type shit. That's the only one that y'all will know of type shit. The other guys is from they from Trap City from you probably heard Trap City before, but they from like 67.
And at what point do you start taking it serious?
Well, like 2016, 2017, I started thinking I got a chance too.
Oh, okay. So this was like quite a bit, you know what I'm saying? Duck had kind of been doing this thing for, you know, Little J blew up. You know, a lot of stuff happened, okay?
Now, I still was dropping music then, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, as to like how I'm hell-bent now or 2018 me or 2017 me. But I still was dropping music sporadically. Like, my teachers was telling me when I was in school, some 2015, like, why'd you in here? You got a music video on YouTube. They got like over 250,000 views. Your homie them doing millions of views. Why you in here? Go rap. But I'm like, I gotta graduate first. Off of my first high school career, tweaking, being a young type shit. I gotta fix this shit for my OG them, you know. And then once I graduate, I'm like, I can lock in on that shit now.
Okay. At what point did you meet Tuka?
I'm at Tuka probably like 2006. 2005-ish. I probably met him like 2005, 2006.
Oh, you met him okay, young, man. You guys all met young. Okay.
I met him when he first moved around the neighborhood.
Okay, and you know, what was Tuka like?
He was cool, young. When I first met him, we fought him like 90 times. Him and his brother, his whole family, we fought him like 90 times type shit. Like, and then lo and behold, he became one of my mans. I spent the night at their crib. I'm in that joint with him and his brother and them every day. Cause at this point in time, when I got like super close with them, they used to stay on 64th and St. Lawrence, and I had my OG had moved into brand new condos on 63rd and Rhodes. And wake up every day, go to his crib. Just kicking it at their crib, cause you know they stay on the block, so I'm just outside on their porch all day. We kicking them, my mans, them. Him and Pooh Man and my man.
I think you mentioned he chipped your tooth.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I was we was on like 63rd Champlain. We used to like, when we was kids, we used to like anything that's boarded up and abandoned, nobody living there, we going in there and that's finna be our spot type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like we had a little spot. It was like our little tribe. We used to be in that joint and we was wrestling, horse playing, you know, doing what boys do, being little kids, horse playing. We wrestling. He tried to slam me. I tried to flip him. When I flipped him, he hurry up and spin me around, and when I spent around, I had my mouth on the gate. And my shit it was over from there. But I chipped my tooth like 3 different times, so it just got worse and worse and worse and worse over time.
Damn. What do you think motivated Duck so much to do the music?
Shit, that's how folks said type shit. He think that that's the way out. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no going to college or none of that shit for folks. You know what I'm saying? Just this all folks said type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he started see Duck, Lil J Billionaire, the Lil Misters, the P Rico, the Swags. Them seen money off music in 2013, 2012, when y'all think like that shit was first kicking off, them was getting paid off that shit already then. So they already knew like I can lock in and I can make endless of money. You know what I'm saying? As long as I keep working and keep pushing, I keep making some money off this shit. So I think that's what pushed Duck, like pushed Billionaire or pushed Lil J, because all of them was like overly working extra hard. Every time you talk to him, I'm in the studio. I get it now because every time you talk to me, I'm in the studio. You see what I'm saying? That's all I want to do. I want to work. I'm trying to get some pay. So I get it now. But I think that's what it was type shit. Plus, if you ever meet Duck, just a talented, can play baseball, play football, play basketball, can sing, can rap, can do all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's like inherently to him. You know how some just being inherently talented type shit. Like my cousin, his ass can do that shit. I wouldn't say sing and all that shit, but his ass can rap, his ass can hoop, play ball, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. But like, Duck just like a charismatic type shit. He draw people in. You got something to be like stale with you, don't draw you in, ain't push off, standoffish. Then you got something to just be like, you know what I'm saying? Charismatic. Everybody want to hang around him. Everybody think they funny. All the ladies like him tall. You know how that shit go. That's how Duck was.
Okay, now, you know, growing up, you know, the drill scene in Chicago is known for its violence, man. You know, who was the first friend that you lost that had a big impact on you?
Probably two.
Do you remember where you were when you got the news?
I just had left. I was at home. I stayed over east. I literally just had left. I was like, we was in another one of our traps on like 62nd or something like that. And one of our little spots, I told you in the bed, and that was odd. But like, we was in there smoking, him, me, him. You had G on your store, on your stuff. George, you had him on here before. He was there. Me, him, Tuka, and probably like two more other people I can't think of who, but we was all in there smoking and shit. I had some loud, they had some Reggie ain't smoke with their ass. They was kind of mad as hell. I got up out of that shit. And then next thing you know, I get on the bus. I stayed over east at the time. I got on the bus. By the time I made it over east, they said food and them just got killed on the bus stop. I was like, I'm down. I went back outside, went over that type shit. Folks still laying outside type shit.
Damn. You know, being so young, you know, and that being like your first friend that you lost, you know, like what, you know, how do you think that like that affected you at that point?
It then started preparing me for what was to come for the rest of life, because that was my first close friend, but like I knew other was dying, you know what I'm saying? That was close to like my cousin them, or it was from the neighborhood who was dying, because like getting killed all my life, like he was dying like 2000, you know what I'm saying? So I know it, like, but I was old enough to understand it now, and I'm old enough to feel it, to have the emotional standards, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know, but like a year before Tuka died, my homie got shot in the head on St. Lawrence, and I already was kind of scarred from that anyway. He survived, but he got shot in the head, you know what I'm saying? So I was already like kind of different anyway type, you know what I'm saying? I was, you know, and this was one of my super close friends that used to be with every day, like Tuka too, you know what I'm saying? But he survived, but I was at the hospital with that day, you know what I mean, for them up there, so like I was already going through it. It's just Tuka was the first who died that I could say that was like a true close friend to me type shit.
Tuka passes away. Does your life change a lot? Like, do you start moving different? Do you start seeing things different?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I did, and by the end of that year, I already knew I had to move different. I had to carry myself a different way than like a regular person, or like a you know, an everyday person. You know what I'm saying? I can't move like that. I can't be going to places with my family, putting them in harm's way, knowing what type of stuff comes to life I chose.
I think I seen you talk about it on 16 show.
Yeah.
About you couldn't ride with your mom anymore?
Yeah.
Was there something that happened that to where you were like, yeah, I can't ride with my mom anymore?
She I told her to take me and Young to McDonald's before, but you know, McDonald's in our neighborhood on 64th and King Drive. And I'm like, don't take us to that McDonald's, man. Take us to McDonald's on 55th or 69th. She, nah, y'all can go where I want to go. I got something to do. Or y'all, I say, get down to eat. I'm like, all right, bet. You will see. I asked her like 2 more times. She pulling that joint. Some nigga walking past. I guess he see me or Young face in the back. I guess by the time we get to ordering our food, niggas pull up on the side of the car. They trying to do whatever they trying to do. I'm, OG, look, see what I told you? You know, my lady got the wheel of that joint. Skirt. She get up out of that. But the whole time, I'm like, right now I can smile and laugh about it. But the whole time, I'm like, I told you, don't come in there. You gonna listen now. You gonna, when I be telling you stuff, because, like, I ain't just telling you this because like, there's stuff really going on outside. Listen. And she's like, we just gonna, to alleviate all that, I ain't gotta listen. Just don't never ride with me. I don't want you to be public with me and stuff like that. So it took us a long time before we started riding around together or being in the car together type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But she got out of that gym. She was driving like she was on Fast and Furious. She got up out of there. Still was a bad position to have her in, though.
Yeah. Like, well, you know what year this was? Or was this like 2012,
It's like 20...
13, 14?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, because I had just got out of jail, so it was like 2013. It was like 2013.
Right in the middle of everything. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So all this goes on. You're moving different. You know what I'm saying? Things have definitely changed for you. What is like, you know, some of the things that you had to do different? Besides not being able to ride with your mom.
It ain't just my mamas, my auntie, my grandmas, everybody, you know what I'm saying? You can't, being back, when you from Chicago, it's just like certain rules. Like, see, the rules that everybody live by now, I was living by them rules 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't stop at certain gas stations. I don't go in certain stores, and because it's like a death trap, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of stuff you got to do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, gang. You can't just, like, get bitches your low, gang. You got to send them 6 blocks over and then go meet up with them or some shit. And still then, I don't know. I don't even be linking with hoes, man. Don't get to ask me nothing. It's a lot that, like, when you make a conscious decision to live your life a certain way, you just got to go whatever it goes. Like, you know, take whatever comes with it because you made the conscious decision to be what you wanted to be, do what you wanted to do.
How dangerous is it linking up with chicks you don't know in Chicago?
Hey, it's dangerous as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, man, look, you about to break everybody down, gang. I ain't gonna lie. It's dangerous linking with anybody, man. So, you know, because you never know who trying to do you. You don't never know what's going on, man. So to alleviate all that, man, just don't be just linking with people you ain't trust anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because though you, anybody will try you, so you gotta, you know.
Well, was there ever a situation where you did link with some chicks and then found out they were trying to set you up?
Nah, not for real. I kind of get a whiff of that. I kind of know how to smell her. I know how to smell it. Like, she weird. I know what she on type. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it should be weird as hell. Like, you think I'm a goofy, you ain't never see it. But, I mean, I don't know, man. It's been times where I posed linked with a female and I got shot at, but I don't know if it was strictly off shorty, but it could have been whatever, man. It's part of life. Back Chicago, being from where you from, or like, say if you from like Compton, Memphis, New York, like it's cracking outside, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stuff going on.
Right, you could have met up with her at a place, and you just happened to run in
to the wrong one.
To some dudes, you know, that you don't get along with or something.
Exactly, yeah. But look though, it could have been her too though. Never even
like. Could have been her too.
Never even doubt it. You hear me? Like, I always put that right there. Like, yeah, it could have been shorty too. Don't even risk it no more.
Yeah, damn. Okay, but you was moving like this early.
Yeah.
A lot of other guys weren't this ahead of the game.
Yeah. I think 'cause like where I come from, all this stuff been going on since before we was outside. Me and that was in my generation, my era. It was that was older than us that was into it. And that was older than them that was into it. My daddy them from the same neighborhood. They whatever they was going on. Like this, the type of neighborhoods, type of city it is. It's been going on. So if don't nobody tell you or try to train your mind to know, to be aware, then you won't know. You'll be like, you know what I'm saying, like a fish out of water. But if somebody telling you, putting you up on game, and you listen, taking heed, you'll be all right.
Where did you get this schooling from?
A lot of people, man. A lot from my uncle, older around the way. Other older, my little brother them daddy. I just take a lot of, you just got to take heed to people, especially people who been here before you, because only thing they're going to tell you is based on their experiences. And they experience more than me, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I'm older now, but back then I was still want to look at it, I'm still one of the little G's, I'm older, so.
You mentioned your dad. Did your dad stayed in the same neighborhood as you your whole life?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say he stayed in the same, he from the same neighborhood as me, though. He from the same neighborhood. He from, like, the next block over. I wouldn't even, see, I know why I said my daddy, it probably gave you the wrong kind of annotation. It's just that made me, gang, you know what I'm saying? But I know he from the neighborhood. I know my grandma stayed right there before she moved. My uncle, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you and your dad didn't have a close relationship?
Nah, nothing like that. I wouldn't lie at all.
Okay, now, being that your dad, is from the same area, you know what I'm saying? Did he have problems with O Block too? When he was coming up?
Nah, because like, I think it first started that one in called O Block back then, but like
Wick City,
one
right?
in called Wick City in the early '90s. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was probably something else then. Things changed. New people come, new name, new regime, but like they had issues going on with like. How could I explain it? With like the GDs in the neighborhood, my daddy was like one of the MCs. He had like a slot for the MCs back then. Cause the neighborhood I come from, is way back when, it was a lot of MCs, Stones, BDs, and a couple GDs on the neighborhood. It wasn't like just no big old GD, BD neighborhood. Even though you still got like the 800, the MCs and the Moes and all that type of stuff. In that neighborhood, it was way more of them though. In that neighborhood, then as time passed, they got older and they moved around, Them niggas became grandparents and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, were you guys the first generation to have an issue with them?
I don't got no issue with no man. I'm living life, hey, Kel. Oh yeah, had no issues with people, man. People have issues with me. I'm chilling, man. I don't even know, but like, I think the way nature set up, man, everybody gonna have issues that's in close proximity of each other if they not up under the same roof. Even though brothers and sisters still had differences, but like, if fool them get money on this block and this block ain't getting no money, fool them on this block trying to take some money from them. Or they trying to get into it with them so they can take over their block to get the money. It's just the way nature works. It's an imbalance of life, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would assume that because, people been into it since the 80s, the 70s, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I think you mentioned you lived with Dirk.
Yeah.
At one point or on and off,
Yeah.
What was that like and how did that come together?
Shit, I had, this is probably like my junior year in high school. I had, by the time my sophomore year in high school, I had already stopped going because they put me in an all-day class. So I just stopped going all me and Duck, he was in the same class with me. We just stopped going all in all. And then my OG like, you ain't finna be doing this shit in my house, you finna have to go back to school. Go to Job Corps Lincoln Challenge or something. So I'm playing the game with her. I go to Lincoln Challenge. We did the whole orientation, went down there. And the day it was time for me to leave, I'm not going there. She, all right, well, you go to Job Corps. I did the Job Corps thing, went to the class for weeks on weeks, graduated the class. She take me to the Greyhound, I got my bag. I'm not going out. You can't stay at my house then. I drop me off in the hood. I stay at them crib. I stay at somebody's house on the block type shit. And she, all right, it's all good. Just don't call my phone when you need me type shit. And it was between my homie BT crib, Young them crib, Duck crib. I took my clothes to Duck crib, but I stay at Duck crib until his OG then they get tired of me. And then I go to Young them crib. And the same shit type shit. Sometimes I might spend that old Butta them crib type shit. Same shit though, like, you know what I'm saying? Or I just go, then I'm moving my shit to BT crib. I'll go to BT crib still now.
Who's BT? Boss Trail?
Yeah, for sure.
So you were couch surfing for a while?
Yeah, you could say that. But that was to my doing though, you know what I'm saying? Because if I would have been playing by her rules, doing what she wanted me to do, I wouldn't have been outside living like that, you know what I'm saying? It was me making bad decisions, bad choices, going against my lady word.
How are you getting by? You know, like money-wise and everything.
Shout for the hood, man. I'm running original gate jumper, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, come in your crib. Hello, how you doing? Let me get this. You know what I'm saying? I thought that joint TV. You know what I'm saying? I really was like, as a kid, I was a different person. I don't even like telling people, like, as a kid, I'm liable to steal your phone, gang. I'm eating. Folks remember the tattoo, homie? Like, as a kid, I was a different type of, like, I might take something, go buy some weed and try to sell it before I start weed up. That's some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting by. And then my great-grandma been staying on roads. She stayed on roads since before I was born, since then, before my mama was born. So, like, at the end of the day, if I get, like, hungry or some shit, I'm just gonna go to my great-grandma's house type shit and be like, can I at least get something to eat or polish type shit? Some shit like that. And then I'm just gonna go back outside or go back on St. Lawrence or a Duck crib or go to Young them crib or some shit like that.
Now you grew up with Butta. You guys knew each other a long time, man, you know. What was your guys' like friendship like back in the day?
I mean, I met Butta when I was like in high school, 8th grade year or something, graduating. He was cool. That was my man. I used to put up tough type shit. That was my dog. Cool, man. He was cool.
Were you around when he got shot? Any of the times?
I was around the day K.I. died when he got shot in the knee. All the other stuff, I don't be around. When people be getting shot and stuff, I don't be getting shot. But I don't be getting clapped. I be, you know, I don't be the one getting popped at. You know what I'm saying? So I be out the way when stuff like that be going on. I told you gotta move different, gang. If you be carrying yourself like it ain't going on out here, then it's gonna show you that it's going on.
So you were there the day K.I. got shot?
Yeah.
Can you kind of take me through, you know, your version of events?
Nah, I was. They was on 64th.
You know, without telling me, you know, any names or anything.
Nah, they was on 64th. I was on 63rd. I just rolled past their ass and got out the car on 63rd. 2 seconds later, we hear all the shots go off. I run down there. Butta run past me. He belling the car. He like, they just shot up K.I. do this, do that. Ambulance come when we get down there. That's how I went.
Was Trench's News the one that picked him up?
I ain't never even seen Trench's News with a car, bro.
And you said the police tried to blame Duck when he
the
showed up?
Police is dirty around now. They grabbed Duck, handcuffed Duck while she on the ground. Messed up, bro. I'm talking about stretched, and they ain't trying to do nothing. She wouldn't be on the ground right now if it wasn't for you, Duck. They was arguing with Duck for about 10 minutes, man, before the ambulance came, bro. When I put Butta in the car, Butta didn't even want to go to the hospital. I'm arguing with this man about going to the hospital. I got a warrant. I'm like, is it a murder warrant, nigga? Go to the hospital. If you got a crackhead warrant, go to the hospital, bro. He like, nah, I don't want to go, man. I want to see my mama. So go ahead, mama's boy. You know, he probably down there died. He could have died from that leg shot, man, because his whole leg was blew off. And Butta was running like, you seen, what's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger when the little metal man, the metal man keep running, he just pop up, and man, that's how Butta was running through them cars, man. That motherfucker Butta deserved to be here, man. I'm telling you, he ran for his life. They was behind him. and he ran. They was behind his ass, bro.
Okay, I don't know if he said he was driving, but I think he said he was with, I want to say, Cash and them's dad or something, and he was there when and then he helped pick Butta up.
I don't know. Probably so. It could have been. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling.
Did you know Trenches News back then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I mean, he tells this crazy story about Little B bringing E-Dog to STL in the middle of the war. I seen that you used to bring O-Block members on 63rd to hang out.
Yup. When I came over there, I loved them so much over there because I was over there with them. And I see them into it with each other. So I got Lil B. I figured out who was the one who everybody was scared of it, everybody feared. And I went up to Lil B. It was like, Lil B, man, look, I miss E-Dog. I want to bring him over here, man. This is my friend. You know, let's try to stop this. I'm trying to stop it. So he was like, yeah, I'm with it. And if anybody, and once he told me that if anybody play with E-Dog when he over there, he gonna get on that. So once he told me that, I went over there. We went over there and got E-Dog and brought him to Rhodes, 63rd and Rhodes. And we was outside smoking, and everybody who seen him. And it's during the war. Everybody seen him out there. Nobody didn't play with him.
E-Dog went by himself, or was he
E-Dog
with
was by
somebody?
himself. We went to go and get him by himself. He trusted. He trusted that I'd bring him over there and I'd take him back. He trusted me. And I brought him back. He's still alive right now.
Yeah, let's go. He probably somebody brought him on gyro or something. He didn't bring him on St. Lawrence. That's dead. I wouldn't lie to you, but ain't no telling. I ain't even know Lil B and E-Dog was cool or no weird like that. That was some news to me. That's the first time I heard that in my life. But hey, you know, that might be, I told you I don't be in the mix loafing it. Ain't no telling.
How close were you and Little B?
Oh, that's my man. I call folks J.I., he called me J.I. That's my junior.
Do you remember how you guys met?
This is from the neighborhood. I've been on that all my life.
Because he used to be with TYMB at first, right? I mean, was he always living in your hood and just hanging with them? Like, at what point did he, become more hanging with you guys?
Probably like once he got a little bit older. But the grammar school I went to, all us used to all go to the same grammar school. So it was like when he was hanging with them, like, out there and I was hanging with them too, or I was going to school with them. You know what I'm saying? So like once I started getting older and all the gang stuff started coming to play there, and that's when I was like, I'm with fool no more. I ain't rocking with them no more type shit. I don't know, man. I just know like folks. I don't even know why they be even envisioning that. Man, y'all gotta leave folks alone. Folks crazy. About shorty.
Yeah, man, we've heard some extremely wild stories about Little B, man. I would say that's probably what, you know what I'm saying? That's why we bring him up, bro, because we've heard some crazy stuff about Little B dressing up in wigs and his women, and,
yeah.
I interviewed Feifei, and he told me, he was dressed as a bum, and shot at his homie and then called him to brag about it. Like, we've heard some wild stuff about him.
Man, that man, they cap, man. That's cap, man. That man innocent. He ain't did none of that. He ain't did none of that, man. They trolling.
At some point, Little B does get killed by the police, man. Do you feel like, the police were like out to get him personally because of his reputation?
I wouldn't say it like that, but I would say it like, if you was, like you saying, your reputation could precede you, so the leniency or the way they do it, that they think, or that ain't got no reputation, ain't the same way they'll treat with the reputation, you know what I'm saying? Like, so by you having that reputation, if they even think you got something, they wouldn't even gonna play with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna give you a chance, you know what I'm saying? To even, even if they think, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I don't think they was just like hunting him down. I think they just ran across him and, you know. But shit, I got shot by the police, so I already know how they coming. They gonna blow you down, so it don't even matter.
Were you there or around when it happened? Because I believe, you know, there was kind of like a small riot that happened after he got killed.
Yeah, it was a riot. I went out there. I was I done that was in the crib or some shit. I was in the crib when that shit happened. Fuck them called me, waking me up after the riot. It was over and all that shit. I ended up going to my grandma's house. You know, my grandma stayed over there, so I was like, I'm going to my grandma's house.
Damn. Okay, you mentioned getting shot by the police, man. Can you talk about that?
Four of them clapped my dumb ass. Four of them, they tried to put me down, type shit. That's the best way I could put it. I survived. I'm still alive. That's the only time I got shot, though. So I take that as a badge of honor from them, man. I know how many police did, though, so, you know. Hey, whatever the case may be.
Did he pull you guys over? Did he roll up on you on the block?
Yeah, they it was like a foot chase thing. They was chasing me and a couple more other. Somehow I ended up in the gangway with them. I said I had my phone. He said I had a gun. He blicked me down. I got up out the gangway, kept running on his ass. The police came and hit BT, Boss Trill, they hit him with the car. I started running when I seen folks get hit with the car. That shit was like a movie. Folks was tumbling over that bitch. I give up, y'all got it, because they was going crazy at that point. Because when they hit them, they ain't breaking shit. It was like they was pushing that bitch, redlining that bitch, 10,000 RPM, you know what I'm saying? Like they was stomping on that. They ain't try to break or nothing. They just tried to then they kill folks. Then for them trying to kill me in the gangway, but I only got hit in my knee, luckily, so that's what it was.
Damn. Okay. Then you get hit in your knee, man. What's the first thought that goes through your mind?
Get out this gangway. Because it's just like me, him, and the gangway, and I'm facing him, he's shooting at me type shit. And once I get hit, I feel that bitch hit. I look at BT, he take off out the gangway. I'm like, I got to get out the bit, because he's still firing. He comes down there and kill me in his motherfucker. You know, police got awesome aim type shit, so I'm getting that. It's finna kill me in that bitch. Let me get up out this moment.
Now, how did they eventually catch you?
I started running when they hit Boss Trill with the car.
Damn. Okay. And then, so you were able to like give up, and did they beat you up at the time, or?
They ain't. I ain't gonna say they beat me up, but they weren't like, they came through, you know, the knee and shit, you know, stepping on my hands, the knee in the back of the head and shit. I surrendered. Come on, y'all, bogus just head. Look how y'all hit folks with the car type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing folks' skin peeling off and shit, so I'm like, damn. That's why I started running, though, because once I got hit, I was still running. Like, it just felt like I got hit by a rock or some shit, that bitch. I kept running. But then that bitch hit folks, that bitch. Hell no, they wilding right now. Let me stop. Too.
How bad was your knee messed up? Like, did you have to have surgery?
Yeah. It shot at my kneecap. Right now, to this day, my kneecap in like 4 different places. I got a rod on my shit and a rod on my leg.
Damn. How long was the recovery?
Shit, I ain't get no chance, gang. I went to the county. I was in a wheelchair for a minute. Then I was on crutches. I was walking without crutches because I was doing physical therapy on house arrest for a little minute. I think it took me like 3 or 4 months to get back right. Because I missed the whole summer. And by the time September came, I got locked up. I had a little limp still, but it wasn't like I was up no more type shit.
Damn. And what about Boss Trill, man? You mentioned he got hit by the car, man. Did he go to jail that day, or did they let him go?
They ain't do nothing to him because he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He wasn't like when the foot chase first started, he wasn't with me. He just so happened to be running toward me and him happened to bump it towards each other. When I was running back towards where I was coming from, he was coming out from where I was going type shit, and he like, what you running from? But the police chasing me, do. And by the time I was saying that, the police was like, freeze, and started firing that bitch. Yeah. But folks was getting that messed up. He had a little limp for a minute. A lot of his skin was peeled off and shit. Arm, neck type shit.
Damn.
Had his whole body wrapped up type.
Now you're in jail. You know, you're messed up, man. Do you run into any of your ops or people you don't get along with while you're in jail? When
I'm in the wheelchair? When I'm in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Nah. Not for real. Not for real. I ain't running to no I was in, cause they hit me on the medical wing. I was on deck with I was in wheelchairs, all type of hypes, clucks, dope sick. Motherfucker got, you know, sick as hell, cancer patient, shit like that. I was over there with they ass type shit. I got out on house arrest like 2-3 weeks later. And then they snatched me off house arrest in like September. And then when I had sat down and went for my trial and shit, then that's when you start running to ops and all that type of shit. But I'm on a regular deck and shit.
Oh, okay. What's it like when you run into your ops in jail?
Shit, you trying to see what motherfucker on type shit. You know how it go. You got some that want to squabble, the 4 extra niggas. Then you got another couple like, I want to go home. I ain't no shit, man. I'm trying to get back to the world. Then you got to be like, man, we really from the same neighborhood, gang. We supposed to be us against all of them. We just our blocks into it, but we all really from the same neighborhood. So, you know, shit be varying, man. Be weird. Some like I'm leaving. I ain't even staying over here with food. No, I'm getting home type shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be different. It be different strokes for different folks. You know?
Okay. All right. I thought I'd kind of get into some current events, and the stuff going on in the drill community, man. Some of the big news is J Mane. He's been pushing this piece really hard lately. What was your first thoughts about that, and is that something you could ever get on board with?
Nah, I can't get on board with that shit because I don't, if I say I'm pushing peace, that means I'm saying I'm against war. I don't know about no war, no violence, none of that shit. I don't know about, I've been living a peaceful life my whole life. I'm Gandhi out this bitch. I don't know about that shit. So I don't know what he talking about. But that's a good thing for him type shit. Same shit I told him, man. Go push peace with the real that really did some shit. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you doing, do your thing. I ain't no hater, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna run around saying that because then I'm insinuating that it was a war or some other weird shit that was going on. I'm not insinuating none of that type shit.
Well, he went to O Block.
Mm.
What did you think when you seen him in O Block?
This shit, I've been told him go in that bitch. Last time he had me on his platform, I'm going that bitch. I'm like, his ass finally listened to me. He might be doing his thing for real right now. He keep it going.
Mm. I mean, he did have, a little tense moment going there, but, he made it out there, in one piece,
Mm-hmm.
which I kind of thought was like a big deal.
Hey, it's a good look, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. Hey, I don't know. I'm glad he made it out that bitch safe and sound, though, because for them to turn the cameras off on him. That's what was saving him.
Damn, the cameras? Okay.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I can't, it's hard for me to have an opinion about something like that, man, without me being really there, All
right, so look, I be like knowing all type of from here, there. Certain put a layer down out there, gang. You can't be going around here playing in the neighborhood or for them. Because everybody ain't taking too fond of your antics, whatever you doing or however you coming to push your agenda, to do whatever you got to do to make you know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to be, like, careful and wary of that type of shit for them grade because they're going to play the game with you. A couple of little young might play. Some old tired of this shit might play. But every ain't going to play. It's always going to be that one that like, well, everybody talking about it, haul off and do it, So I think that you got to be wary, man. Be more careful. If you're going to be doing these things, you need to be more adhere to whatever, you know what I'm saying? More aware of what's going on. Cause like kids and everything, you can't be checking out here. Ain't time to be striking out. Man. You got kids, you in folks in a good position in life right now. Keep elevating, bro. Don't it up. You know what I'm saying? Keep going up. Keep giving like me hope from where you from. You know what I'm saying? So.
Were you surprised that he went to O Block like that?
Nah, I wasn't surprised. Don't nothing surprise me no more.
Like you said, man, you know, there could be, I mean, hypothetically, there could be a lot of people pushing peace, but it'll really only take, you know, a couple people to really, you know, mess everything up for everybody, man.
Hey, look.
You know?
It's the term pushing peace. Why y'all just can't say I'm living my regular life, gang? Why y'all pushing anything? Just y'all gotta stop pushing shit, man. And just say you ain't doing shit. Just say you ain't doing shit. We ain't on that. We chilling. We can't, you know what I'm saying? Cause pushing peace scared me. It sounds like you insinuating other things, man. So y'all gotta chill out with that shit. Not you per se, but that's just how I be looking at that shit. Like, if you ain't no shit, say you ain't no shit, you chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't gotta add the extra sauce to it. We saving the kids and all that shit. Boy, yeah, it's crazy. Chill the fuck out, man. Chill the fuck out.
Little Dirk got onto everything, man, and he did the concert.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he had a lot of people, you know, a lot of your friends, including Duck, up on the big screen. What was your thoughts on that?
PR. PR. Everybody need a nice PR team. Sometimes you gotta get them up, try to clean things up before it get too bad. Just don't work out how I wanted it to. That was my real thoughts of the situation, because all this shit is a sham. But don't be having me saying shit I don't even need to be saying, man. I don't know what's going on with them. I think that's a good gesture. That's a nice gesture, man. I love to see it.
Okay. You know, is that something you could ever see yourself doing? Like, you do a show and, you know, you do a collage with, you know, everybody up there, you know, including maybe King Von.
Yeah, anything's possible, man. Anything's possible in the right situation, right predicament, and the right things. Go to doing anything. I'm telling you, you see it with your own two eyes. We'll try to do everything to, you know, save face, but ain't no telling me I don't know when to put no there, man. For them grades, like for them rest in peace. I'm they from my hood, showing them hood. Let them people rest in peace, man. Nobody needs to be dissing these merchant and on them, lying on their name and none of that. Just let them rest. They live and they did what they had to do and they moved on, man.
Recently, man, Little Dirk has been picked up by the feds.
Mm-hmm.
He's accused of murder for hire, man. Very serious charges. Carries a life sentence, you know. And they're accusing him of these things, man. You know, what was your first thoughts when you seen the news break about this?
Shit up, gang. Like, cause I went on a PR run for a little minute, tried to fix this shit, you know what I'm saying? Try to do everything on this power to make it look different. And it still ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like, damn. But, hey man, I don't wish death or jail up on no man, man. Hey, do whatever you gotta do, gang. However it go, that's how it go. I actually don't even be trying to think about it for real, you know what I'm saying? But I seen that shit out. Damn. And that's the federales. Federales different from the state, gang. Them coming, they coming. Them ain't coming for nothing either. Them ain't got nothing, they gonna sit around until they get something. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is a different ball game, different playing field.
They say the cops come looking for evidence. The feds come when they already got the evidence.
Mm-hmm, for sure. For sure.
You know, how do you think this changes drill music?
That's a good question. I think it definitely changes it. Could be for the positive, could be for the negative. From the most I be hearing, there be negative annotations over with and all that type of shit. But I think, because if it come from up under that shit, the latest thing of the century on my dead homie, it looks like the baby when the baby first dropped. He fresh out jail, I'm on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah, no cap, I would never lie. So, like, and then it could be the fall off type whoop, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fool them don't want to invest in that type of music. They don't want that type of energy around no more. So it's all type of variables and ways it can go, you know what I'm saying? It's just us got to observe and see which one it is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, if he beat it, I mean, that would be, I mean, it would be crazy if he beat it, you know, the way it looks, though, from the paperwork and everything coming out, you know, even if he beats it, he might have some more charges coming.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he beats it and then that's it, you know. You know, we don't really know everything yet, you know what I'm saying? We're still, you know, getting, you know, pieces of everything coming out, man, of the paperwork that the feds are releasing. But it definitely looks like that if he does beat this, you know, that probably won't be the only charge he gets.
Better get to stand on his deen. Ramadan.
You know, I just interviewed King Yella. You know, and he had a pretty wild story about Kobe that he shared. You know, about the time when he got shot in Lamron. You know, did you know Kobe?
Who died with Brick?
Yep.
Yeah. That was I met him a couple times. That was Duck, my man.
Oh, okay. So you guys weren't really tight like that?
Nah, I wouldn't say we was tight. I mean, he was cool. I ain't had no issues with him. I got in the car with him before. I ain't got no issues with him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he's from my block or nothing like that, though. He was a cool guy, though. You know, that was functioning people, so I with him. Anytime Duck and they family, man, I used to live with Duck, so, like, I look at his family like I all of it. Every time I see them, I'm going to speak, you know? So he cool as hell.
You know, at what point did you meet Ruga?
I probably met Ruga like 2010. Like around the time he first got out of jail when he came around. Because folks came home, he had the teardrop on this shit. I remember that shit. So probably like 2010, 2011, whenever he first had got out, because I already knew Scrap, I knew his other brothers, but he was booked type shit. So like, whenever he got out of jail, I had met his, and they had like a gun case, some shit. He had like a gun case, he had went to the joint. Some shit like that. I don't know. Don't get me lying on man.
Okay. You know, man, I seen you tell a story about how you fell asleep at a gas station.
Yeah.
Can you recap that story for me?
I was tweaking, man, that weekend, man. It was one of the weekends where we was on the road. I did like 3 shows back to back, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday. We just got back off the road. I ran into something decent ass bitch at the store on 67th and Rhodes. On God, I bumped her type shit. She stayed like she, I don't know, man. It was just I was all f***ed over. I was doing shit I had no business doing. But I posted to go link up with the hoe, and I ain't just pulling up from the whole crib like I'm outside. Come on, dude, that's weird as hell. I pull up. The bitch stayed on like 66, 65th or some shit. I pulled on 67 at the G station. Rolled my wood up, wait for the bitch to come. The bitch never, you know what I'm saying, never hit him back. I guess I was so tired, fell asleep. I woke up, fooled them in some all-white Charlie with their headlights in that bitch beaming at me. I tried to pull out, whip up out that bitch. As soon as I whip up out that bitch, finna turn down, I turned left on C7, now I'm finna turn right down Eberhard. I guess they let out the car somewhere because he came blowing from this way. The car cut off on me when they was blowing. I jump out of it, run down Eberhard, and I get to like 65th, and I stop like I can't run down this way because anybody know everybody like one block off King Drive. So it's like, I ain't trying to run to no other, because some other from this around this way just shot at me. Now I got to worry about running to shorting them off King Drive. So I'm like, I fell back in the gangway, got the collar, come grab me. Another guy I know pulled up like, boy, that's you. I'm thinking he trying to dope me out. Boy, I don't know you, get away. Peeled the other way on him. It was weird. Police came, but like the car had cut off because a bullet had ricocheted like off the ground, here hit one of the electrical wires. Like they ain't Swiss cheese, the car ain't get hit. The windows busted out, nothing like that. It's just, they could have did me dirty because that been cut off like no acceleration instantly. As soon as they got the bump and it cut right off at the stop sign, I was finna turn right. So I don't know, I made it home though. I was just wild and doing shit I had no business doing. I supposed to been at the crib with my lady, man. Nah. Trying to do extra other stuff, man. When you, hey, look, I'm gonna get this to the shorties out there, man. When you got like ladies and girls and all that, you got at the crib, gang. Don't be going out doing no shit you ain't got no business doing. Go home to your lady, gang. Cause it's like, I know who got popped. Like, my lady's at the crib. I'm finna link up my other load and got popped doing this shit. Like, out there and they got killed doing that shit. Like, you know, we ain't got no business doing what you got to be doing. Go ahead on. Now, I understand you won't take the risk, take it, but just to be aware, like, when you doing shit, you end up in a situation, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah.
What was your thoughts when the car cut off and these fools are behind you, bro? Like, you had to been like, I'm
up steady stumping that bitch, and then I was like, I swear to God. And then I just jumped up out that bitch on feet and ran. And food them skeeted off, went back towards like, I don't know if I could say too many names, it sound weird, but food them went towards the opposite way of where I was running. I heard the door slam, food got in that bitch and they just pulled off. They tweaking. But I guess once the car shut off and I was diving out that joint, I guess they thought they hit me because once that joint wasn't starting, they was still shooting. I mean, they wasn't accelerating no more, they was still shooting. I'm like, what the? Then I look and see the dashboard, because this like 2, 3 in the morning type shit. The dashboard, all the lights, the radio, all that shit cut off out. The fuck, I dive out that bitch. And I was just running down for a couple blocks type shit, man.
And they never tried to follow you, so they could have easily
Yeah,
followed
they could
you.
have. Yeah, that's what I said. That, like, if they was really like that, like, if they really that, like, I could have got up. Even like when a cop first cut off, like, I could have been there right there and there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I had to open the door, and they behind me. So when you know, if I'm jumping out the car, ain't nothing to shield me between them and my car door, because I'm between the car door. I got to run around the car door and get around the hood of the car to run down the block. So I don't know. That's just how it went. That's how it went.
Damn. I mean, you know, it just goes like that. You got luck, you know.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask you, man, I interviewed Pressure, FBG Pressure. And he told me about a story where, like, G Herbo was kicking it in your guys', or not in your hood, but close to your hood. And you guys, had, you know, kind of caught him hanging out with some chicks there.
Shit, he said I was with him?
He didn't say who was with him, but he said a large group of guys. He didn't give no names. That's why I was asking.
I ain't never seen that outside of High Park a day in my life. I don't know what he's talking about. I probably wasn't there though. That's what I be saying, you know. So I ain't no telling. That could be from them true story, but I never seen Lil Herb outside of High Park.
Was he rapping also in high school?
Yeah, I think so, type shit. But you gotta remember, I told you I was in like in an all-day classroom. So if I seen any of these, it's because I snuck out and doing some bad shit and I'm finna get in trouble, hurry up. Or I just snuck in them and they jump here type shit. So like, but yeah, I think that with rapping type shit, I don't know, man. My freshman, sophomore year, I was outside for real. I wasn't even in there. I seen like my junior year when I went back to school for like 2 days before they snatched me off house arrest. Cause I tried to go to school so they can let me stay on house arrest and shit. They held up that you coming. And then so that was that type of shit. But they was like basketball players.
Okay. You had mentioned, I believe in a corporate cartel interview, man, that after the Trap Lord Ross dropped his documentary, accusing Vaughn of all these murders, you came out and you said that you never was worried about him. Can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit?
I ain't worried about nothing in my life. I'm my dead homie. I don't give a fuck if your ass was Jehovah God, Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, Krishna. I don't fuck them gray. I'm Ra. Fuck them Jah. I ain't worried about no. But like, when I was saying that, it was like, all that shit that they got on that shorty is like a certain time period and afterwards. I was outside in 2009 doing this shit, gang. Shorty wasn't even from that hood. You see you getting what I'm telling you? Like, I was outside in 2010, gang. Shorty was still repping some whole other hood. So like, it was that he looked up to that made him want to be with that shit that I was actually worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you before Tuka died, my homie got shot in the head. Like, that was actually outside way before, like, you know what I'm saying? Before I even knew who Shorty was. If I don't go to High Park, I don't know what it was. I was never worried about him. That was from Parkway that I already, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nothing, but it was just like in general, like, built their name over time. Was never born with their name. You see what I'm saying? So like, who became in 2017 and 2020? That's different between who it was in 2010 or 2009 or 2008. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't just start at once upon a time. This shit been going on, gang. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know.
You had mentioned that Chief Keef never said, Vaughn was coming through.
You heard one of them songs or some shit?
No.
He's probably talking about other though. There you go, right there. Now, did Shorty probably build his name over time? Yes. But anything after I'm like 2021, I don't even be paying attention to that shit no more. Like, so like, I'm not worried about nobody. When I'm 16, 17, I'm standing outside on the block every day, and they bought food and them just came through this bitch. It was never a name, you see what I'm saying? So like, I was never worried about that type of shit. To each his own. It's other probably was. He probably got somebody that was younger than me that was like, food came through here type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't me type shit. That wasn't my forte, that wasn't my era type shit. I ain't trying to take nothing away, because I seen Tay say I'm trying to take something away from him. I don't know what it did, because I wasn't out there, gang. Your ass wildin'. What I'm telling you is, when I was out there, get clapped down or whatever the case may be, it wasn't never no, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Never was like worried about that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go watch that in the lives and shit. He'll tell you who was the ones that turned him up, you know what I'm saying? And them be the ones I was worried about, you know what I'm saying? In so many words, like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
so you were a little bit older than him? Is that what?
Nah. What I'm saying was, right, if you my peer, I don't look at you like I need to be worried about you, because everything you can do, I could do. But if you was like 2-3 years older than me and you was doing this when I was 14, on my dead homie, ever since I've been hearing about you when I was 14 years old, you been coming through the hood going crazy. Hell yeah, I'm not trying to run into that. But if you wasn't that and you start going crazy at 17, 18, I was going, well, I don't know. Hey, look, man. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Look, that traveler around shit cap, all that should be capped, gang. If your ass went outside with these, all this shit is some he say, she say shit, and then you got the police coming up with their theories or whatever they think happened, or whatever somebody probably told them, and they want that either. So that's what all these come with, all these different stories, and the add on. Then it's just a lot with this shit, you know. Be running around like, yeah, folks killed 100 just so he can get interviews. See what I'm saying? And then you and me like me, like, nah, folks, innocent bystander, ain't never did none of that shit, because I don't that type of atmosphere to be even around my man's name, gang. So I just be like, all this shit weird.
You said that dudes be saying stuff to get interviews. How much do you think that is, bro? Like, is that like a big thing, or you know what I'm saying, or you think that's like a small percentage?
It's not a big thing, but it's a big thing for the people who ain't even, you know what I'm saying, ain't even Cause y'all gonna have me sound like a hating ass nigga on this bitch, but just be saying shit on this bitch, Cam, just so they can be like, I need him back. Cause if I come on this bitch and say the right shit, Vlad gonna wanna interview me, Adam gonna wanna come, 16, it's a lot of people gonna wanna talk now. Because I came on this bitch and said, you know what I'm saying? I come on this bitch and was like, I was on the bus from folding them, beat up Vaughn and took the pelly. I could be lying my ass off, but it was so many who gonna prove me wrong. And everybody just gonna run with that shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, but that's just how the game is played right now. Right now, this was leading, this was pushing this culture, this interview shit, you know, so the content shit, so you know, trying to keep their content popping. As long as they got some content, got some shit to say, they'll be busting.
I feel like the interviews definitely keep the spotlight on the drill culture, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fans really tune into the interviews, man. They really like, you know, it kind of be crazy, man, because you can have somebody who was not famous or has, you know, is not a rapper at all. They got an interesting story. They get on here, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Bam. You know what I'm saying? They're famous now.
Now they lit on for them.
You know what I'm saying? And now they getting paid and they're doing interviews and
that's what you gotta do. They gotta if we sensationalize this shit and romanticize it and make it more than what it is, the fans, everybody gonna draw in. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? So once you figure that out, you'll figure that out. I learned that, but that ain't my forte, but I know that's what out here doing, gang. Not saying they just like blatantly lying, but like if I tell you half the truth and then come on and add some more extra sauce to that bitch, I done booted it up and I'm finna get a couple more interviews. My name finna be out on the internet, they gonna see me on TikTok. Type of shit, I'm out this bitch, I'm viral, you know what I'm saying? Nah. The mistake they be making is they confuse that with talent or like a career. Nah, cause it could be a career, but like talent or something like you had to work for. You know what I'm saying? You just out this bitch, you know, capping, making your wave or whatever you're doing. You could be telling the truth. You could be on this bitch telling your block secrets about every time your homies them get into it. But you gonna tune in to that shit. And you gonna do what you wanna do, but to each his own, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Man, I wanted to ask you, before we get out of here, about Little JoJo. You know, he had the BDK movement, he had the song, it went crazy. I believe you were there for the video shoot. You know, how did you meet JoJo? And, you know, what was JoJo like back then? He was so young.
I met him because he used to go to school. He used to go to high school. My homie Young, they went to Robeson. And he was inboxing me a couple times trying to kick it with me, but I never responded. Then one day I finally responded, like, what up, who this is, bro? What's to you? He like, boy, this JoJo, I go to school with your homie Young, doo-doo-doo. We be into it with fam them, y'all be into it, fam them, we might as well kick it and type shit. So that led to us kicking and talking up. Then I had pull up on St. Lawrence one day, and I was kicking it with him ever since then. And you know, for them used to be going all in their hood and shit up over Brick Squad. I ain't never used to go. I used to be like, come over here, but for them was going over there. He was a cool, high head little turn. He always want to do some hot shit type shit, you know.
Did you guys ever do any music together?
Nah, we ain't never getting none done. We was plotting on it. We just ain't never stand on it. You know, I had ended up getting shot by the police to catch my case when all this started going on for real. You know what I'm saying? So like right after the BDK video dropped and all that stuff, like right in that summer, I got popped like right before, like 2 weeks before July 4th. And then
What was it like shooting that video?
Sure, they said there was a lot of pipes. You know, I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there?
No, I wasn't at that video. But shit, they had all them pipes and shit. When the first I seen was like 100 guns in the video. I'm like, y'all tweaking, y'all going to jail for them 2 charge.
Okay. Not too long after he makes this song, he gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
So what were your thoughts when that happened? And did he ask you to be on the song?
Yeah, he did. He asked me to get on it. He sent me that joint back in like March or something. He been made that song months ago. He been sent it. Because this one I was still, it could have been like in May or something like that. But I know he sent it when I was still in Round the Way. Because I was at, I was still staying with Duck and them, and I remember him sending it to me. I'm like, yeah, you charge. But I understood, because everybody was already hollering BDK. He just put it on the song, you see what I'm saying? So I understood, like, that it's about, like, it ain't just going to be that we got a problem with. It's going to be, like, then of the whole city that's up under that type of acronym, you know what I'm saying?
Because I believe Young said he asked him to get on the song too, so quite a few people were kind of like, you know, kind of staying away from this song, man. Did you ever tell him, like, yo, dog, like, you put this song out, man, it's gonna be crazy?
I ain't said that. I always hear that in the back of my mind. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't tell him that, but I'm telling you, like, I already knew what it was. I'm like, well, you just a whole lot of type shit, but I got it though, cause we was saying this shit every day outside. You know what I'm saying? We send this shit on the internet. No posts. Everybody was already saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what it was at the time. You know what I'm saying?
What were your thoughts when he was killed?
He gave something to talk about. You can't be you gotta move better, man. You gotta move better, man. Especially when you is who you is. You ain't like no regular no more. You became something, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you had to move better.
I mean, they say he could have been like the Chief Keef of, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, your guys' group.
I think he would have been big. I wouldn't lie. Like, he would have been big. He would have been who he was. Chief Keef, other side is crazy. Hey, look, man. I don't know, man. I think he would have been big. He would have been doing this thing. I don't know why you compare him to that man. Leave that man alone, man. JoJo a real one, gang. You don't compare that man to that guy. That's crazy.
Okay, so you say that I'm dissing JoJo by comparing him to Chief Keef.
That's crazy. Now, I know you probably talking about, like, success-wise or monetary gains, but that's still crazy, gang.
Okay. So I'm insulting JoJo. My bad. I don't mean no disrespect to JoJo, bro.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, I think he would have been big. He would have, man, look, I think, because it was a lot of who passed, man, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of who had the potential, man, you know, a waste of talent. But, like, it's part of the game. It comes with the game with the life we chose. Backpack rappers, Talib Kweli, Common Sense, Lupe Fiasco, we'll be all right. But it ain't the life or the lane we chose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you want to be a rapper or everybody want to be a rapper. That's just your career choice in life. Your real life is what you decided before you even got to the career choice path. Like, when you in high school, you decide what your life is going to be about way before you even get to the career path. That's why they tell you, like, high school your most important years, because if you fuck through that, you fuck.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Well, Dutchie, I appreciate you, man.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me, bro. It's been a while. I'm glad we got to sit down and kick the shit, man.
Man, me too, man. It's been a while, man. We definitely gotta not go that long again, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I got you to open up, dog. Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more?
Just a little bit more than you usually do, man.
Look, I be trying to be PC, and I don't be trying to make sure I don't say the wrong shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it be, man.
I hear you, bro. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.